ground pork, free-range ground pork. Ground pork comes in so many varieties. With a competitive ground pork grocery market in Singapore, how can Impossible Foods, a plant-based meat company, win the heart of the female Generation X audience in Singapore, who are so used to eating traditional pork? With past marketing efforts in Singapore that focus on price reduction strategy and product partnership strategy for its Impossible Beef Burger, we realized that they aren't that attractive to the female Generation X audience, or as we called them, the family feeders in Singapore. Why so? They are not very much into burgers or beef patties and crave for a product that is something more malleable. Something that could be incorporated into everyday preparation of Asian cuisines while staying equally cheap, nutritious, and tasty for themselves and their families. To do that, we are adopting a brand diversification strategy and pushing out a new Impossible food product, the Impossible Ground Pork. We want to influence the family feeders to consume more Impossible Ground Pork habitually and make it as their go-to option when they go for their grocery trips. So, what does this mean for Impossible Foods?
Do we really care what those nerds have to say? Yes, we do.
By pushing out the Impossible Ground Pork and continuing the price reduction strategy to achieve a price parity with traditional ground pork products, and increasing the accessibility of sales points across 850 retail outlets, we aim to achieve a sales volume of about 590,000 packets of Impossible Ground Pork within 12 months and earn a profit of 1 million Singapore dollars. Is that a lot of meat to sell? Not really. Just 7 packets of Impossible Pork purchased per person per year from 14.4% of our target audience. Adapting the IDA model, we are launching the Impossible Ground Pork and aim to increase exposure of our campaign and awareness of the Impossible Ground Pork by 80%. Interest. We want to grow family feeders' interest in finding out more about the Impossible Ground Pork by another 80% through driving the message that the Impossible Ground Pork tastes just like traditional pork, but healthier. Desire. We are looking at over 180,000 family feeders who are ready to make the change to be healthier while experiencing zero opportunity cost in terms of taste and price. Finally, action. We are committed to convert the remaining health warriors of around 85,000 strong to make the purchase of the Impossible Ground Pork 7 times a year. Now, it's time to place our message out there at the most accurate spots to reach our family feeders. With the tagline, taste the same but healthier, and adopting a continuous advertising strategy, we aim to bring the benefit of the Impossible Ground Pork across traditional and digital platforms for 12 months. With over this amount of GRP on traditional media platforms, you can see our ads on the Straits Times, Her World Magazine, MRT platforms, MediaCorp TV channels, and hear about us on Class 95 FM. To make it even more visible to our TA, who voted the internet as the most used medium, we aim to gather this amount of GRP across Facebook, Google search engine, and Instagram. So, what are we waiting for? Let's help our family feeders to make the switch to the Impossible Ground Pork. Taste the same, but healthier.